They say love stories in Hollywood rarely end quietly, and the breakup of Nina Dobrev and Shaun White has proved that once again. What began as a fairy tale of two worlds colliding, one from the glamorous spotlight of television and film, the other from the adrenaline-fueled snowboarding arenas of the Olympics, has ended with heartbreak, speculation, and a surprising third name at the center of the buzz, Eileen Gu. The news hit on September 11, 2025, when representatives confirmed that Nina Dobrev and Shaun White had called off their engagement and ended their 5-year relationship. The statement emphasized that the decision was mutual, that there was still deep respect and love between them, and that this was not a split fueled by animosity, but rather by a divergence of goals. For fans who had followed their love story closely, the announcement still felt like a shock. Nina, the poised actress with her roots in the Vampire Diaries, and Shaun, the daring snowboarding icon with 3 Olympic gold medals, were a duo many thought could last forever. Their relationship had blossomed during the pandemic, when the world slowed down and people found comfort in unexpected places. Nina and Shaun were first linked in early 2020, spending quarantine together in Los Angeles. They shared glimpses of their life on social media, cooking meals, goofing around at home, embracing a quieter rhythm far from Hollywood premieres or international competitions. When they finally went public in May of that year, it felt less like a celebrity stunt and more like an inevitable unveiling. They looked comfortable, natural, as though they had found in one another a safe space in an unpredictable world. In October 2024, Shaun proposed to Nina in New York in a setting straight out of a romance novel. The room was filled with candlelight and white roses, and Shaun got down on one knee in a moment they shared with fans soon after. The proposal post went viral, with images of Nina teary-eyed and laughing, her engagement ring catching the light as millions of fans celebrated the news. For months afterward, their engagement photos were pinned proudly to the top of Nina's Instagram, a symbol of permanence in a world where, celebrity love can feel so temporary. But permanence is fragile. In the year that followed, cracks began to show. Insiders whispered about differences in long-term goals. Marriage was one thing, but the question of children, timelines, and priorities seemed to become a sticking point. Nina, sources said, wanted to start a family sooner than later, while Shaun wasn't ready to make that leap. Others insisted it wasn't a clash of specific desires, but the slow realization that their lives were moving in different directions. Neither wanted to compromise who they were, and neither wanted to resent the other for not bending enough. The signs surfaced publicly in subtle ways. Early in September, Nina posted a cryptic TikTok lip-syncing to audio about fixing a man, sparking speculation. Then came the unpinning of her engagement post on Instagram, a small gesture fans recognized as significant. Around the same time, Nina appeared at the Toronto International Film Festival without her engagement ring, walking the red carpet solo. In hindsight, all the pieces fit. When the breakup confirmation went public, another name appeared in headlines: Eileen Gu, the Olympic freestyle skiing champion. Rumors swirled that Shaun White had grown close to Gu, and whispers quickly turned into viral speculation. Some gossip blogs posed the question directly: did Shaun White cheat on Nina Dobrev with Eileen Gu? There has been no concrete evidence, but, in the fast-moving world of social media, the mere suggestion sent waves of discussion. Fans dissected photos, public interactions, and overlapping events. But honestly, the only verified fact is that Nina and Shaun broke up because their visions of the future no longer aligned. Everything else lives in the gray area of rumor. Still, whispers about Eileen reveal how celebrity culture operates. Every high-profile breakup demands a narrative. Rarely is they grew apart enough. So the public starts looking for someone else to blame. Eileen ended up as the unwitting focal point, with her name suddenly tied to a story she hasn't even commented on. Whether it's fair or not, she's become the symbolic other in a breakup where, honestly, the real reasons could be pretty ordinary and human. Meanwhile, Nina and Shaun have each taken their own approach. Nina, for a while, just kind of stepped back, going quiet on social media before coming back with posts that focused on travel, nature, and those quiet, healing moments. Shaun, on the other hand, put his energy into his professional projects, working on the Snow League, a snowboarding circuit meant to really elevate the sport. What makes things even more complicated is that this breakup isn't just about two people. It's also about their place in the public imagination. Nina Dobrev's fans, for example, have followed her since her days on The Vampire Diaries, watching her grow from a teen star into a sophisticated actress and producer. And, her personal life has always been just as much a subject of fascination as her career. For Shaun, the breakup marks a shift. His relationship with Nina had, softened his image, showing a more domestic, playful side. Now, that part of his story has closed. And then there's Eileen Gu, a 22-year-old superstar who honestly didn't ask to be in this narrative. The speculation may be little more than background noise, but, it's a reminder of how quickly celebrity gossip can entangle even those with no role. She is already under global scrutiny for representing China while being born and raised in the United States, for her endorsements. And of course, her athletic dominance. Adding her name to a Hollywood breakup underscores the strange intersections of fame in the digital age. At its heart, Nina and Shaun's breakup is not a tale of betrayal, but of two people realizing that love, no matter how strong, cannot always overcome differences in vision. The addition of Eileen Gu may or may not hold truth, but honestly, it shows how rumors become the glue holding a narrative together when the real explanation feels, a bit too ordinary. In time, the noise will fade. Nina will continue to evolve, maybe in new film roles, travel, and some self-discovery. Shaun will keep carving out his post-competition legacy, and Eileen will return to the slopes, her career trajectory still, sky high. For now, their names remain intertwined in the headlines, honestly, as symbols of love lost, futures rewritten, and stories we tell ourselves to make sense of endings that hurt. And if you've been following closely, you know this won't be the last chapter. Breakups in Hollywood rarely fade quietly. There will be more cryptic posts, interviews, and speculation. The only certainty is the world will keep watching. So, if you want to stay in the loop, whether Nina addresses the breakup, Shaun opens up, or Eileen comments, make sure you're here when it happens. Like the video, subscribe, and turn on notifications, because in stories like this, the most unexpected twists are the ones no one sees coming.